Okay, I am live. Let me just grab my good old stream link. Drop that here. There we go. See what that friend of mine just sent. Cool. We are set. So in the last stream, I finally realized that the webcam just like has a little weighted platform that works perfectly fine, so that's nice. Hey Chris, hey Logan. Hey Workshop. So, I have my scions here. I've got my paints. I found another use for a Royal Dansk container because I needed a palette. Got Null Oil Wash. Okay. I guess I'll start with the lead belcher because that's going to be my highlights. Here's my brushes. Watching the Emperor TTS videos, nice. Endless Space 2 is fun, nice to hear. I've played a little bit of the first one, but it's been a really long time. And I'm going to start with one of my plasma gunners. What color scheme am I going for? Tan Carapace Armor, Black Fatigues. That's the regimental colors of the Warhawks. So they're like 90% painted already. Is Nuln a brand or a type of painty stuff? Nuln Oil is a wash. It's a shade. I wish I had some old brushes. I had like one, but I threw it out because it was really old. All right. This was probably like an old... Yeah, this is one of those napkins I drew on. Oh, it's an old work schedule. That will work perfectly fine. Got water here because I know to thin my fucking paints. Is there a Tiberius Space Sharks figure? I have no idea. If this lead belcher will just open. There we go. Now I'm gonna mute my desktop audio so that doesn't stream. And I am real quick gonna look at one of the painting tutorials just to make sure that I'm getting my I just want to look at how to. All right, gotta shake them first. Okay, it's loaded and then thin it. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to use that. I don't know if I have anything big enough to use that one with. So take a little bit, put it here, a little water, a little bit more water. Cool. All right. The highlights of the armor. Jeez, it's just too dark for me. I'm turning on my phone flashlight, setting it like here, because I need... Jeez, that's still not very good. Where can I... Here we go. This works perfectly fine. As is normal. Welcome to Jenksburg. Population me. And every bit that's going to be silver. The front of these. Here we go. Yeah. Want to get that skull there. Bits on here. Not really. I'm gonna real quick. Hold on, I got the model box around here somewhere. Where did I put it? I put it across the room. That's okay. Can you DM me on Discord? Yes. Gotta wake up the paint with all that shaking. Yep. All right. Tempestus Scions, images. Here we go. Come on, I want to look at the models. I want to look at models and how they are painted. That almost fell out. No. Tempestus Scion Squad. Here we go. You only have the front bit. There's a few little bits and the handle. Okay. Wish my phone would stop trying to get me to set up Alexa on it. I am never going to use Alexa. Tailforge on there? Yep. Actually, the Discord is the Tailforge server, but my username is Z is me at this point. Still plenty of paint on this brush. So let's... Actually, I shouldn't. I should come back and do this bit later. After I do the... others. Okay. It might be in my benefit to do all of the silver bits on all of my models first. I think that's it. Hey, Magic Man. Wish there were some rear images on these, but oh well. Okay, looks like they just use metal colors to highlight the ridges on the edges of the pauldron and on the front of the carapace, and then the Aquilas. And then the antennas like this. Cool. One of his silver bits done. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do them. Whoa, didn't mean to hit the camera. Sorry about that. Try and clean off all of this silver. You have a detail brush here, which I'm going to use for some of the... Right, I think next I'm going to do their carapace, because it's going to be the next highest layer. Yeah, I've played the first Endless Space, Logan. I just haven't... It's not really my thing. I don't play too many strategy games these days. a little, whoop, that's too much. A little bit off that. Put it on the palette. Mix it with water. A little more water. There we go. And there it is. Can't afford 40K models, so you stick to virtual. That's fair. I play kill teams, so I don't have to worry too much about, like, the cost of a full army or the cost of updating them every edition. A little bit on here. You guys can't see now. Adjust the camera a bit. Here we go. I know quite well that a few thin layers is better than one big one. Don't think I have enough paint on the brush, though. Let's pull a little here. No, I think I got too much on the brush. Might have thinned it a little too much. Oh well. Looking okay though. Thanks, Sonia. It looks like there's supposed to be something attached to that, but YouTube is being weird and showing me a broken JPEG. Your first army you want is a whole guardsman army based on and inspired by the All Guardsman Party campaign. I will remind people that I did not write that. I am just the narrator. Shoggy seldom wrote it. But yeah, the Genarian 99th are great. I know someone else was in here saying that they run the Genarians. Hey, Kelly. Okay, yeah. There we go. A little more paint. Oh, that's too much again. Oh, well. This is not fun to do with hands that shake like mine do. Might have just seen one of your favorite tweets ever, but you're hesitating to send it around. But oh, you can send it to me. That said, I need to tweet this out. Shit, what was it? Okay, yeah. No, I was just in the bath, and it occurred to me that pre-existing conditions is a really good name for a punk band. It might already be one, but like, it just hit me how good a name that is. Can everyone see all right? I'm only kind of half paying attention, and I'm not really able to see what you're seeing while I'm working. Every time I look up, it's a bit different. No, you cannot. Jeez, I just looked up. You're looking at a hand. There we go. Maybe a little bit further up. If you join that band, you'd join that band if they'd need a tuba player. Cutie. Alright, hopefully this is a little better. Clearly, it's going to be a ska punk band then. Oop, did that all dry? That all dried up. Or at least most of it did. Let's add some water back in. Well, someone just messaged me because my phone buzzed against my face. I think, for my first model, this is going pretty well. Give you all a look at him. If it'll focus. Wow, it focused for like half a second and then unfocused. Great. Let's move the camera and see if I can make it focus. Here we go. Yeah, you can kind of see it. With the pith helmet. Jeez, it's been a while since I've put on the Sir Reginald outfit. Thank you, though, Nix. Oops. I am quite certain. There we go. That should be a good view. I think I need to add more paint to the... So far, setup working surprisingly well. I know you can't see this, but I need to hold this one up too high to get this bit anyway. There we go. Quite happy with how he's coming out. The Reginald outfit is cute. What color am I doing the plasma coils? Oh geez, I didn't get anything for the coils themselves. Shit. I hadn't thought of that. Maybe I should have gotten like a bright blue or something. That would have looked good. Oh well. I have to go into town tomorrow for work, so maybe I'll run by a comic shop. Oh, didn't want to. Actually, I should get one of the... Back when I did Nerf, I had a tendency to get really over-eager with applying a lot of paint, so I've already learned the thin coats. Ooh. Many thin coats is always better than one thick coat. I should have gotten lead belcher on that one. pause to look him over. Finished your army, Jim? Hell yeah. Just finished Outlast. The ending was surprisingly weak. Last hour or so of the game was kind of but otherwise pretty alright. Spirit Stone, Soulstone? Okay. I will keep those color names in mind. I'm having trouble seeing this, but the face too. Can't forget that. Oh, I forgot to put lead belcher on that. Okay, no more's coming off of that. Lead belcher's dry. So the game didn't outlast your expectations. Jesus Christ, Jim. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go for that. Touch up some. What I do? Yeah, some over here. Looks good. Sorry you can't see, but I need to hold this model really close. There we go. The models look great. They look better put together than your first kill team attempt. Nice. Your first kill team wasn't bad, though. And I think if you'd spaced out your models a little bit more, I wouldn't have been able to swarm them all and prevent anyone from shooting like that. Just a little added space is all it takes to fuck a melee army. Whoops, that started to open. Oh well. It's water soluble. It'll be fine. Just got some on my fingers. Didn't need that much. What color am I going to do the lenses? I wasn't really thinking about that, largely because I think that's a little too much detail for me. You know, what with them being my first kill team and all. I was thinking of just touching them up with Abaddon Black at the end. So that they remain black, like their fatigues. Oops. Outlast really do have a case of Half-Life 1. Zen? Yeah, Zen wasn't good. Nobody will argue that Zen was any good. It's infamous for a reason. That's not work. Even started on this shoulder yet. How am I going to do bases? I'm probably going to leave the bases plain. Like, these are a lot of questions for a more advanced painter than me. Because this is literally my first army. He feels almost done already, given that he is a Warhawk and his fatigues are going to be black anyway. Oh. Black dresses are back. I am guessing that is a band. But yes. You can brush over the top of the base with a color and then do the rim a different color. I guess. I don't know. I don't really... That doesn't sound super important to me. I mean, I am going to write their names on the bases. Maybe I'll get some stencils for that. I always want to make sure that I know which one is the corporal who made Gray cry repeatedly. Whew. This is a lot more effort than I expected it to be. It's not unfun, just like... It is work. Have a good night, Jen. Have a good night, Jim. Well, I must go for now, because golly gee wow, I still have to get my new roster on TTS, so wish me the best. Destroy those toaster fuckers, Jim. I might go back to that one with black, because it's a strap, so it'd be like fatigues and not like armor. Maybe you'd be able to see better if I made the laptop cam the main cam. I don't know. Right. I'm just gonna make the sheets for their swords be tan like their carapace. It's starting to dry out. A little more paint, because it just keeps drying up too quick. That's way too much. go. On here, fill in some of these gaps. Missed this one. Not sure how I want to do his backpack. But nope, wait. Okay, next look. There he goes. Ever heard of Duskers? I have. You're too excited for the Black Dresses album, so you might have to drop soon and listen to it. That's valid. Why the hell is the Phobos Armor Lieutenant still in a box set and not on his own? Because he's worth more like that? Or not so much worth more, but because he makes more money for GW like that. He can be sold for more like that at a greater markup. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for his carapace. It's just annoying, same with suppressors. They've been in a box set and not gotten their own kits for like 2 years. Yeah, you could probably get them online, like on eBay or something. And Yaskra, I have heard of Duskers. It is a neat sounding game that is also probably not my thing. Let me see if I can find a rear picture of some scions, because nobody shows what their backpacks are supposed to look like. Wait, no, I know how to. Open them on the GDub's website. Give it a second. Da, 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 da. Come on. What the fuck? I did not want to open it in its own window. Look at this model on its own. Okay, looks to be some silver, and then carapace colors. I wish it would actually let me look at the model on my own time instead of have it zoom around, but you know. You are white, therefore you cannot enjoy spice on its own. I do. I really fucking love, there's a Chinese restaurant near here that does a diced chicken with hot peppers. It's one of those things that they saw a white person was ordering it and warned me that it was spicy. If you get it in a fucking container for takeout, it's got so many peppers in it. The peppers are half the container. And it's very dry, and it's one of my favorite things from them. Okay. I think that I should move on to... Well, no, I've got a couple little bits here that I think still need to be... Just trying to get some of this out of there. There we go. Move the camera so people can see again. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Maybe some touch-ups to here. Yeah, I got too much glue on that bit. Okay, time to move to black. And that should be the last color on him. Get this dried up paint off of this brush. Make sure these two are both sealed. Abaddon black. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What? Wait. You're not just a food masochist. Really depends on the spice. Hold on. I've been missing this. Have a little... Gray. Gray, no. I go beyond runny nose levels of spice. Like, I had some pretty spicy chili today. Sadly, like, with beans instead of, like, my dad's Texas chili, which is great. But still good. Okay. Yeah, that's too big. Paint the taint. Did I seriously just say that? Yeah, if Kelly is still here, she has permission to hit me next time she sees me. To just fucking sock me across the back of the head. Put me out of my goddamn misery for that. Habanero and ghost peppers have negligible flavor to compensate for the pain. They are not on the list of things you're eating for fun. Fair. If you didn't hear it, it doesn't matter, Drake Code. Real quick, you may have accidentally started a cult in the meme channel. Again? Damn it, Jam. This is the second time? Go. Nice. Yeah, no, there's a lot of flavor in spice that people just don't get because they aren't used to spice. Like, if you're not used to spicy food, it will just override all of the other flavors. But if you are, it's kind of negligible. There we go. Should be alright. Jesus, Abaddon Black just, like, covers everything. Okay. How does he look? He looks a little messy in spots. But I am relatively proud for my first model. I wish I hadn't gotten glue all over his head thing. I don't even know how I managed that. But I think he looks pretty good. Just slowly rotate him for the benefit of the camera. Ever made the mistake of reading tablespoon, not teaspoon? Yes. You ran the stream back and checked what I said. Ain't that bad? It is incredibly bad. Oh, I think I need to get some black on that. Hard to tell from the blur. That's fair. There we go. You kidding me? Try placing it by the mug. That's not a bad idea. Just put it in front of the white background here. I will go here to try and get it to focus. Are you kidding me? It's focusing on the mug instead. Focus on the tiny man. Hold on, wait. I actually do have... No, come on. Properties. Configure video. Here we go. Autofocus off. And now there. Okay, it is sloppier in parts than I thought. Okay. My first painted model. Do I have a rotating display disc? I do not. But there goes my phone again. Turning off this for now. Looks good for a first time. Yep. I wish I had better lighting. But I don't. All right, on to the next one. I want to paint Corin last. Don't forget the second coat of paint. I've been doing multiple coats as I go. I've been painting the whole model little bit by little bit and then going back to put additional coats on as I finish, and the earlier ones are dried. I think I'm going to do one of my standard las gunners. Well, hot shots. That's a volley gunner. That might be Corin. He's probably going to be the easiest. That is a large glob of Abaddon Black. There we go. Remember to keep your first models to see how far they've come. Yep. Okay, start with a dry brush. Couple shakes to the lead belcher. There we go. Wondering if maybe pointing the camera this way would help or something. I don't know. Not working anyway. The edge of the barrel. Very silvery. Geez, this is going to be difficult. His stance makes it very difficult for me to get to a lot of the things that I want to get lead belcher on. Yeah. Purple carapace and green flesh might be the other way around. Oh, a nid, yeah. It sounds like a nid color scheme. This one actually doesn't split down the middle there. Okay. Good to know. I don't actually think there's maybe this bit. Okay. Oh, wait, right. Pauldrons. girlfriend walked past you. Someone. Hell yeah. Four Scion squad have 4 plasma gun with 2 Melta. Yeah. I'm just making them for kill team though. So I've got 4 gunners, 2 hotshot volley gunners, 2 plasma gunners. Debating on getting another box for an extra plasma gunner and some more hotshot las gun scions, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe some Melta too, but this cap here. Okay. I think that's it for... Anyone getting deja vu? I don't know. I mean, I'm starting on a new model. Needed 900 blue letters for a 900 blood letters for, or 90 blood letters for a Corn Demon's army. Jeez. Aren't they only sold in like a large... They like usually sold in a larger box? Playing Dark Souls 2 and just killed the Gallery Gargoyles with a legendary Black Knight Greatsword. Nice. 10 packs. Jesus Christ. I only get 1 of each heavy weapon per pack, so because I got the Start Collecting kit for Scions, I was able to pretty much immediately have what I want. Jeez, that's way too much. So the other night, I was at work, and of all the fucking songs for them to start playing, they started playing Blinding Light by The Weeknd. I'm getting very sick of that song. It's not bad. It's just... I'm hearing it everywhere lately, and it's not, like, super my thing. You know how it goes. Such is the life of retail. Imagine a Humvee, but it's as armored as an Abrams. I do have a Taurox here. Not painted, but I do have it. Might want to get a text-to-speech thing so I can actually pay attention to chat. Maybe. I don't know, text-to-speeches can be, like, dodgy, though. And I can just look up sometimes. I forgot to put lead belcher on the leg bits. Fuck. No. No. Stay upright. That is dry. I don't need much. Can't you get a text-to-speech thing to sound like near lifelike voices? Kind of. If it has certain pre-programmed stuff in it. But it's dodgy. Really do not want much on this. I wish I still had my headlamp. Honestly, I like how lead belcher looks on this with one coat on some of the like steel looking bits. So I think mostly there we go. Are you kidding me? I have barely any on this brush, and all of it comes off on his face. Good thing I have some paper towel bits. Lambden Lions for your Tempestus. Nice. I'm running these as Harakoni Warhawks in Kill Team because they have Drop Trooper rules. Do I make the scope black or do I make it tan? That should definitely be black. Yeah, I think I'll make the scope black as well. Love the idea of making autocannons AP-2, Torox missile launchers at AP-4 and -1, and all the plasma at even better. Hell yeah. You are upset because you're finally caught up on your gay little detective podcast. Now you're going to do a re-listen of the fantasy story they run as well, but you're going to miss the gay. Too much. Well, I'm kind of proud of how close I got that in there without messing up the Aquila. More scions with Melta. I don't actually have any scions with Melta, because most of my opponents in Kill Team that, well, granted, these are mostly online opponents, have been running T3 models with pretty minimal saves, like not terrible saves, but not amazing ones. So I've been playing, actually mostly I've been playing against Gray, and I think like the majority of my matches have been against Gray at this point. I should really play against some more people. Also, Magic Man needs to like actually go up against someone. Tower fun in Kill Team as well. I need to keep reminding myself that I only need to be careful around where I've put Lead Belcher already. But I can go ham on places I have yet to put Abaddon. At a 100-point game of Kill Team, you're bringing, what, 2 to 3 models? Oh, for me, I'm bringing about 6 or 7? Yeah. I get all 4 of my gunners, I get my Tempester, and I get, like, 2 or 3 extra scions. Oh, Custodes, yeah. Custodes can bring a maximum of 3 models, and a minimum of 2 if they want to bring the Terminator. Which is why Custodes were given the special rule that they are battle forged at 2. Because otherwise, they have no mod. Otherwise, like, they wouldn't be able to bring the Terminator. Friend is texting me. So it's PJ. I miss the days when he used to call in the middle of streams all the time. That was fun. I think he stopped doing that because I usually stream after people in this house. I have gone to sleep, and he knew I got yelled at a couple of times. It's time to work on the carapace here. Still rather irate that Tau don't have squad-based support weapons. That would be nice. I do like how the rail rifles function, at least in Kill Team. I've been told they're fairly weak in Big 40k. I've been told currently Tau in general are kind of weak because they had an early 8th codex, and don't yet have a 9th, so their codex wasn't balanced against 9th edition codexes. As opposed to, say, Sisters, who had a late 8th codex that was made with 9th already in mind. Kind of like in the darker shade of tan on the back. Another coat there. Okay. Got some on the side of my head. You're just going to make a rush decision and call it that? What are you? Name a faction and you'll play them for variety. You can't choose, so you're outsourcing. Geez. Okay. What's a faction that are fun? Um, what's a faction that we don't have players of yet on the server? We don't have a normal Space Marines player, but those are boring. Uh, let's see. We don't have a Sisters player. They're not super strong in Kill Team, but they're fun. Oh, that's right, Code. You also play Blood Angels. Forgot about that because you mostly play Custodes. I'd say either Sisters or Kroot. Kroot have like no options in Kill Team, but you know what? That's fine. Kroot are literally the worst faction. They're not exactly bad. They're not as good at shooting as Guard, but they're not as good at melee as Orcs. And they have like one option. There is only one way to build a Kroot list. Take 1 Kroot Ox, 4 Kroot Hounds, and the rest Kroot Carnivores. Why? Because that's the max on all the units they have. I've heard some tournament rules modifications allow you to take extra Kroot Oxes, which I think is great. They look really fun. That's the sad part. That's the weird thing too, lore-wise. Kroot were fighting toe-to-toe with Orcs, so it made them an attractive auxiliary. You know how to make the Kroot cool in game as well as in lore. Let them eat the things they kill. They have a tactic for that in Kill Team. Of course, you can only use it once per turn, but if a Kroot kills something in the fight phase, you can spend a command point, and they get an extra inch of movement and an extra strength for the rest of the game. And because you can use that every round, You can just slowly build a super strong Kroot. The thing being, Kill Team usually doesn't last more than a couple of rounds. I think they'd be really fun for some of the narrative play missions with, like, Horde stuff. If, say, one player took, like, 20 models of Kroot disregarding point limits, and the other had to build their army normally within 100 points. But that would only work for narrative. Jeez, I already feel like this guy is just infinitely better. Having some trouble getting the metal highlights to stay on the helmets, but it's still looking good. Might do a quick brush over with some lead belcher to try and get that back on. Ignore Poxwalkers and lean into the Marines. Yep. I have not fought Death Guard before. So I look forward to fighting them. Okay, now I'm just going to do the Abaddon Black on this one. This one's already turning out, like, significantly better. Versus a Beak Boy with a knifed up black powder gun. Okay, does this one still have anything on it? No, looks like I cleaned this. Get that little bit of splatter off. Start on the gun. There. Actually, just not gonna touch. Oh, wait. Spoke too soon. I need to touch the scope. I kind of want to play Kroot now. Custodes versus a Kroot warrior is like you as a full-grown human taking on a baby. Yeah. I think that's more like taking on a toddler. Guard in melee is like taking on a baby. Because, holy fuck, did the guard just have 0 melee options? Apart from, like, Gottfried. And Gottfried is gonna get fucked really quick. Okay. Oh, geez. I fucked up my blacks here. Put in too much water. There we go. Just added a little bit of fresh paint to that mix, and that should balance it. Ah, murdered some sword and shield custodes with a fusion blade cold star. Jeez. I would never take a cold star with anything but 3 cyclic ion cannons. There we go. Nice. Okay. I'm giving a quick look in better light. Gotta get his eyes. Tiny amount. Abaddon. There. There we go. I'm significantly more proud of my second model. I think he's actually done significantly faster, too. Let's move you over here. Might clean up the base a little. Holy shit, he looks so much better. I haven't even used the wash yet. Welcome back, Kelly. Should have had a time. Okay. Do I do another Hotshot Lasgunner next? Or do I try doing Corrin? Comic just updated. Oh! Hold on. This is very important for me to read. Oh. Oh, this comic is a mood. This comic is a fucking mood. Dude, the All Guardsman Party got another installment? Wait, hold on. Are people still talking about Penal Legion? Or did Shoggy actually update? No Guardsman Party. Nope. Still Penal Legion. What comic? The comic is called I Want to Be a Cute Anime Girl. It is a very trans comic. Alright, so, question. I'm gonna do Corrin next. Which one of these two hotshot volley gunners should be Corrin? I think this one, honestly. He just feels so much cleaner and better put together. What's the All Guardsman Party? It's a series I narrated around here a while ago. The author, Shoggy Seldom, has been on hiatus for a very long time. Also, I think I might need to swap out my water soon. He's been on hiatus for a very long time because he is running errands for family and friends who are at risk for COVID. And that comic seems interesting. It's very good. Jim, Shoggy does seem to be okay. I check in on his Reddit account every once in a while. He made one because the GM Failer, who originally linked to his site whenever a new update came along, told him he had to when he started doing Total War after action reports, because Failer refused to be a go-between fielding questions for him. So occasionally he does post. He's been posting pictures of his puppy, Steve, who is a good dog. And he posts pictures of his hiking stuff. So I think I'm going to do the berets black, because that is the color of their fatigues, and I think it would match well. And also because I didn't think to get red for them. You don't think any of the specialist roles transferred over to TTS? They usually don't. I usually mark them in the unit's names. Polygon is actually easier to paint than I was expecting. I think the las gunner was harder. There we go. Next, tan. Press 1 on the number head. I'm assuming you're talking to Jim. Something about TTS commands. I do not know the commands well enough to say what that will do. Okay. So, there we go. Scrape some paint off so I'm not overdoing it. Cool. There we go. Hell yeah. Was worried I'd get the Aquila. Didn't. I think I'm going to try and do maybe one more tonight. I don't know if I'm going to stream all of this process. I don't know if people want to see that. I don't know why I whistled like that. Hey, DCP. So far, so you can see, I've done... This was the first one. I did my one plasma gunner here. He's okay looking, a little sloppy in spots. Next, I did one of my las gunners. Jeez, I'm putting on the very wrong spot. Here we go. Did one of my las gunners. Significant improvement, despite being a harder to paint model with his gun so close. And now I'm working on one of my volley gunners. I haven't put the wash on the null oil on any of them yet. It would paint the scope and the barrel that I left black. Actually, this barrel bit is the barrel bit looked like a leather wrap, so I actually repainted it black to keep the remove some tan that I got on there. Same with the scope. The strap of the plasma gun could also use some brown or other leather color. I went with, on the plasma gun, yeah, I put black on that because it is the fatigues color. I definitely do think I could have used some brown, but I didn't think to buy any. I always forget how quick this stuff dries. I think I'm going to need to add more of a palette. There goes my phone again. Oh. Did not realize it was you, DCP. Yeah, it's a little more than I wanted on the brush, but okay. Oh, I just realized I haven't even gotten the main carapace on this guy yet. Sorry, Corin. Oh, did I forget to get the... Okay, he didn't have a canteen. Cool. Am I using 2 thin coats? I'm using many thin coats. Basically, the way I'm doing this, I am thinning my paints. I'm starting on some of the spots. See, just realized that I need some more lead belcher on this. Actually, I want to use the detail brush for this. So I'm starting on bits. I'm getting every bit that I need to. And then by the time I'm done, because I take ages, it's dry again. No, this brush was wet enough that that thinned it. Cool. Just need a tiny bit for the Aquila on his canteen. Of that. Don't use too many coats or thin it too much. Oh, I know not to thin it too much. I've done that I did that a couple of times earlier. I'm starting to improve on it. I'm just painting basically until the color is about right, because since it's a very dark base, it can take a few coats before the color is thick enough. I'm also doing higher layers first, because the lower layers will be stopped from any bleed. So I'm starting with the lead belcher because it's a highlight. Geez, I am very proud of how I got his gun. Then I'm going with the Xandri dust because it is his carapace. And then I'm doing Abaddon black because it's his fatigues. Welcome back. You shouldn't have any bleed from a base coat. Well, not bleed, exactly. More so, I'm stupid and my hands are shaky. Should have used the detail brush for that. Oh well. I'm having nerve attacks? No. My hands just shake. They have never, ever been still. God damn. I always forget. Jeez, where's the lead belcher that I just put on here? I always forget these little leg bits. Way too much. Thinner. Get it off of that. Ruined a brush too since the paint dried on it. Oh jeez. I've done that before. Really? Did my dust already all dry out? Fuck. I'm gonna need another paper towel soon. Yeah, the dust jar does not want to stay closed. Oh, that's too thinned. There we go. Scrape some off. Have I considered a painting handle to help with shakes? I don't know if that's really going to do much. Because my entire hand shakes. And the less it is supported by, say, the table, the more it's just going to generally shake all around. Space is about right. Need to get another layer on the carapace. Painting helps stabilize the model by giving you a larger area to grab. That's that's not the trouble. The trouble is that my hand, it's not like my fingers are shaking. It's like my entire hand. I'm doing this, to exaggerate, but my entire hand shakes kind of like this all the time if it's not resting on a table. So the way I have been mitigating it is holding the model like this. Wrist brace, maybe a wrap. I don't know, maybe. Never tried it. Okay. He's looking pretty good. Just want to touch up his beret and his eyes. Put that in there so it doesn't dry out. And the black dried again. Looks good. Move the camera. Jeez. This US wish. Jeez. Wish this camera weren't quite so. You know. Okay. Go with that. Sword here. Knife. Okay. There we go. I think I might do a tiny little amount more dust to clean up the mask. I got a little bit of black on the rest of the mask when I was painting his face. But I think it came out pretty good. If you use the nadar with resin plasma guns, you can get some more plasma for relatively cheap. For scions or for the custodies? Here's corn. Now it's drying. Maybe I don't need to use an extra bit of dust there. Oh, maybe on the legs, actually. Also, I ruined some brushes back when I did Nerf, doing the exact opposite of letting them dry. I left them in water for a month. And I forgot to get back here anyway. Try this one a bit. Should still have. Yes. Okay. Let's get a good. Use it to buy Mornfang brown, Rhinox hide, or Dryad bark. Leaving the leather black makes you feel like it's incomplete. Sorry. Here is a better look at the new corporal. All right, let me bring here. Now I can actually see what I'm doing on camera. Ready to make some heretics cry. Okay. It took me how long to do 3 models? 2.5 hours to do 3 models. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. The cables and wrist-mounted comms could use some color too. A dash of light green for the comms. Light green would be good. The cables are just black in every image of scions that I've seen. They do usually have some color around the connectors, but apart from that, they're just black or gray. And I figured black looked better with the rest of the color scheme for it to just start to blend in. 2.5 hours is good time for the first time. Good to know. Either way, they're both improvements over my plasma gunner, who I like how his chest piece came out, not so much the rest of him. Oh geez, he's got some really sloppy spots all over him. I might need to touch him up later. Either way, I'm going to drop... Oh, geez, it's 1 a.m. I was going to do recording, and I still have editing to do. And I have work. I will see everyone later. I was hoping I'd get a little bit more done, but oh well. Have a good night. Never touch them up. I just want to touch this one up because I left a patch of his head black by mistake. That's the only touch-up I want to do. Like, other than that, I don't think there's much else I can really fix. That's just a small oversight that I want to fix. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Catch y'all later.